All right, this is called factoring special cases. Special cases just kind of follow a pattern. We're going to talk about the difference of squares. Difference meaning subtract, and squares meaning perfect squares. X squared is a perfect square, and negative 49 is a perfect square. All right, so here's the first example. X squared minus 25. Well, you can see that the middle term is gone, so it adds to 0. So the two numbers, so when you make the chart, the two numbers that multiply to give you negative 25, they add to give you 0. That middle term has gone away. And so you're trying to think of two numbers that multiply to give me negative 25, but those same two numbers add to give me 0. 1 and 25. Nope, that's not it. 5 and 5. Yep, I can make one of them negative. Then they'll multiply to give me negative 25. And they'll add to give me 0. All right, so here's how you write the answer. X minus 5, X plus 5. Let's try another one. What if I had something like this? 9x squared. This pattern is always the difference, so it's always subtract. 4. Well, these are both perfect squares. So this is a little different. I just think of what multiplies to give me the 9, and that's 3 and 3. And then the perfect square of 4 is 2 and 2. And this is kind of a way to check it. These multiply, 3 and 3, multiply to give me 9x squared, and these multiply to give me a 4. And I know I want it to be a negative 4, so at least one of them has to be negative. The other one is positive. These multiply to give me negative 4. Here's how you get that middle term. You go like this. You go 3x times 2 gives me 6x. And 3x times negative 2 gives me negative 6x. So when you multiply them back together, that's how you'd get the 0 in the middle. Here's how you write the answer. 3x minus 2, 3x plus 2. Let's try one more. X squared minus 49. Well, they have to multiply to negative 49 and add to give me 0. And I know the factors of 49. So I know that it's going to be negative 7 and positive 7. Check. Difference of squares. So you should watch for that pattern because it'll make it easier to factor. This is a different pattern. It's called perfect squared trinomials. So it's a trinomial, three terms. They multiply to give me 25. They add to give me 10. So if you make your chart, they multiply to give me 25. They add to give me 10. And I know just by thinking about it, that's 5 times 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Those add to give me 10. Here's how you write the answer. This is called a perfect square trinomial because you can also write the answer like this. These multiply to give me 25. The 5s add to give me 10. This is the final answer. Check. Let's do another one. All right, here we go. Example 5. So this one, I can look at the first term right here. First term. And see, oh, 9 is a perfect square, and x squared perfect square. And 16 is a perfect square. So I know that these factors of 9 are 3 and 3. And I know the factors of 16 are 4 and 4. And everything's positive. So I know my signs have to all be positive. So these are my factors. How do I check my work? 3 times 3 is 9x squared. 4 times 4 is 16. Here's how you get the middle. 12x, 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 plus 12x, is 24x. Awesome. All right. Here's how you write the answer. 3x plus 4 squared. Or you could write it like this. Okay, awesome. Okay, here's the last problem I'll do. This problem, 4 is a perfect square. And 1 is a perfect square. So 2x and 2x, that would make the 4x squared. And 1 times 1. Except I have something different going on here. I have this negative sign. So I know one of my signs has to be negative, right? All right. But because they multiply to give me a positive 1, well, now I know they both have to be negative. So this is how I write my factors. I'm going to check my work and make sure it's right before I move on. 2x times 2x is 4x squared. That's good. Negative 1 times negative 1 is positive 1. And this is how you get the middle number. Negative 2x and 2x times negative 1, negative 2x. And they add to give you that negative 4x. So that's how I know I'm correct. Here's how you write the answer. 2x minus 1 squared. This pattern is called perfect square trinomials because 2x minus 1 is a perfect square. All right, that's it. Answer.